Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This wonderful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we're reading Taming the Monkey Mind, A Guide to Pure Land Practice by Buddhist scholar Cheng Wei-an and Dharma Master Suddhisukha. Today we're reading Reflection 47, Buddha Recitation at the Time of Death. At the time of death, make the effort to remember the words Amitabha Buddha, never letting them slip away from your mind. If you recite aloud, by all means do so. If not, then recite softly. If you're too weak to recite at all, think of the words Amitabha Buddha, engraving them in the depths of your mind, and never forget them. Those who attend to the dying should counsel them, continuously urging them to remember the Buddha, to recite the Buddha's name. You should realize that because of scattered, deluded thoughts at the time of death, you've been wallowing in the triple realm throughout many lifetimes, many eons. Why? It is because birth and death are governed by your last thought at the time of death. If that single thought is focused on the Buddha, your body may be dead, but your mind, being undisturbed, will immediately follow the single thought toward rebirth in the Pure Land. Therefore, remember to recite the Buddha's name always, without fail. Commentary. The Pure Land practitioner on the verge of death should have the following thoughts. The last moment before death is of utmost importance for a Pure Land cultivator. If I do not guard it carefully and am not skillful, I will not only waste the efforts of an entire lifetime, I will be burdened by the sufferings of the cycle of birth and death with no hope of escape. This is not to mention that this body came into being as a result of karmic consciousness, of the convergence of my father's seed and my mother's egg, and that it is subject to decay and death. Where there is form, there is decay. Where there is life, there is death. Nothing can last forever. The world I live in comes from filthy, deluded karma and is hardly a pure and peaceful realm, meriting attachment. Today, I single-mindedly recite the Buddha's name, vowing to be reborn in the Pure Land at the time of death. This is no different from throwing away a dirty old shirt and putting on a clean one. What can possibly be better? If you can reflect upon the above and plan in advance, then at the time of death you will be free of attachment to the body and the world around you. With pure thoughts and one-pointedness of mind, you will be reborn instantly in the Pure Land. Even 10,000 horses cannot drag you back. May all beings be well, may all beings be happy, may all beings be at peace. Namo Phat. Thanks so much for joining me today.